Welcome to Mo Sports Gananoque, where this week we head to the Gan Golf and Country Club for the men's match play tournament, a tournament that's been going on all summer long. We're in the final matchup between Dave Deere and Tom Dixon. Dave, who's a 5 handicap, and Tom, who's a +2 handicap. The differential is 7, so Dave gets 7 strokes, or Tom has to give 7 strokes to Dave on the 7 hardest holes of the golf course. Let's see the highlights of how this match went down. Both players would start the match with solid drives, and on hole 1 they would have the hole. On 2, Dave chips on for an excellent chance at birdie. Tom would then chip and almost drain the eagle, with both players making birdie and Dave getting a stroke on this hole. He's now 1 up. On hole 3, look at this fantastic chip from trouble, leaving Dave with a 3-foot par putt to win his second hole, going up 2. On the 5th, with great tee shots. Then on 4, needing this birdie to win the hole, and combined with this 20-foot putt from Dave, Tom will go down 3 after 4 holes. Dave finds the hazard on 5 and can only advance at 30 yards, while Tom gets this, a great second shot to within 10 feet. Tom would convert, and now down 2. After having the 6th hole, par 3, Tom would lay into this drive and almost make the green. Dave took a penalty, thus shooting 3 here. He then needed this lengthy par to have the hole. Tom now only down 1 after 7 holes. While Tom would essentially drive the green on the par 4 8th, Dave was in trouble and had to punch it out. With this spectacular putt, Tom would concede the par and have a 2 putt of his own to have the hole. On 9, Tom would make a 2-putt par. Dave's 2-putt par would win the hole, as this was a shot hole and he was up 2 at the half point. Both gentlemen playing really well, making great contact with the ball, but Dave found himself in trouble near the 10th green. Dave would concede the par putt, and now Tom is only down 1. With this fantastic approach by Dave and Tom from under the tree, they both would have birdie chances. Tom would go first and sink it, but this being a stroke hole, if Dave sinks this, he takes the hole. Dave manages to pressure and goes back up by 2. Let's have a look using the Mo Sports Vision. Look at Dave's powerful stance. He then draws the club back, loading the power into his back leg. The club head accelerates down onto the ball, and he follows through, sending the ball almost 300 yards with his driver. Tom, using a 3-wood, looking to hit his target. A distance with this trademark draw, his straight arms, as he loads from the backswing and he powers through the ball, blocking the hips, unloading the extra club head speed onto the ball. And now for this 2-putt par, Tom is excellent and would win the hole. He is now 1 down with 6 holes to go. I love these tee-offs from the top of the 13th and 12th holes. On 12, the sand shot from Tom does a great job. This putt from Dave from distance combined, making a tap-in bogey, Tom's first bogey of the day on a stroke hole. He's now down 2. On 14, this attempted draw around the tree leaves Tom with work to do. With this missed par putt and Dave's par, Dave is now 3 up with 4 to go. Tom needs to win this hole, and with his chip coming up short, leading to this 3rd consecutive bogey. With this almost perfect putt, Tom would concede Dave's bogey on the final stroke hole, and the fist bump confirms Dave's win of this match play, and he was 4 up with 3 to go in the game. Here is an eagle putt from one of the others of the foursome, and they would concede him the birdie. Folks, what a match that was. What a great foursome of guys. There was a foursome there, but great foursome. The 2 in question played awesome, and Dave ended up winning 4 in 3. So that means he had 4 holes. He was up 4 holes with only 3 to play, which meant Tom couldn't take the championship. Let's hear from both the finalist and the winner after their match. So Tom, what a great game. Before we get to your game, what can you say about your competitive Dave Deere and how he played?
Oh, Dave played solid today. It's definitely pretty tough when you have to give somebody 7 shots. So he did his job and beat me on all the stroke holes that he needed to, and to secure the victory.
Yeah, and so what did you shoot overall? I know this was match play, but what was your final score?
My final score today was 68.
That's pretty solid. You're a GAN member here at the course, right?
Yeah, I've been a long-time member here.
And so are you looking forward to the GAN 100th anniversary next year?
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we get a lot of members and have a good year.
Now, you won another trophy. What was the trophy you won a week ago?
It was the club championship.
Ah, okay. And what's the difference between that and this?
The club championship is stroke play. This is just sign up, first 16 guys kind of thing, and match play.
Well, listen, you played I saw a lot of birdies out there. You played a great game, and congrats, and we'll look forward to more golf next year.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Hey, Dave, congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
Listen, before we get to your game, what can you say about Tom Dixon, the way he played and the golfer he is?
Yeah, he's obviously a great player. He's club champion, and he played great today, a 68, and match play's a different animal. I had 7 shots, so took advantage of the holes where I got those strokes. And
so just explain the 7 shots for the viewers. What's your handicap, what's his, and how does that work out?
So my index was 5.3, he was a plus 2.3, so he had to give me 7 shots. So the 7 hardest holes, I had a stroke on those holes. So basically if he makes birdie, I have to make par and we tie.
But at the end of the day, he still had to make his shots. You had to make yours too, and you made some more. Listen, you're a member here, and you're gonna be a member next year for GAN 100. You looking forward to the 100th anniversary of GAN Golf?
Oh, for sure. I played all my junior golf here, and I joined again last year for the first time in a number of years. So happy to be out here. We got a good group of guys, and it's always fun.
Right on. Well, listen, great golf, and I hope to see you out here sometime, and hopefully I'll get a game with you.
For sure. Let's do it. Thanks.
Well, folks, that wraps up the competitive side of the GAN Golf and Country Club for this season. There's still a lot of recreational golf going on, and you can get your early bird membership for next year's 100th anniversary. Hashtag GAN Golf 100 is the hashtag we're using. So let's get ready for another great season of GAN Golf. And so, folks, until next time, if you're on the sport train, in the bleachers, hashtag no sports Gananoque, or if your camera gets hit with a golf ball, you better be there or be square.